We live in a society where pushing yourself is the only way to succeed. That getting the most wealth, accreditation, awards, or external validation is the only way to lead a truly successful and worthy life. Yet, we find ourselves increasingly unhappy as a society. With depression and anxiety rates on the rise, it is clear that this train of thinking is not going to lead us anywhere. I've talked a lot about pushing yourself past your limits. I still stand by all of that. As human beings, we are almost genetically predestined to be terrible at achieving our long-term goals. I love to push myself and encourage others to push themselves as well. But the problem is this: when does it become too much? When do you take a step back and realize that you're pushing yourself too hard? And most importantly, what is all this pushing and work worth if you were never happy while you're doing it? This one question has been on my mind a lot lately. So much of our society focuses on achieving these external goals that we often forget about our own internal ones. This is especially apparent during the college application process. Our worth is determined by the number we scored on a test, or by the activities we did, or the awards we got. We learn to strive for external goals and sacrifice our health and happiness. But for what? So we can continue being unhappy and have a much more stressful environment later? If we only strive for goals that others can see, we can get caught in a rut where we think that our next goal will be the one that makes us happy. Where maybe if I just got into this school or got this raise, I would finally have my life turn around drastically. Spoiler alert, it's not. Things won't change like that. They never will. But this is hustle culture. We push ourselves to our absolute limits and never let up, because that is lazy and giving up. In their book Burnout, Emily and Amelia Nagoski point out how ridiculous our societal standards of self-care are. These days, the message is not so much that we don't need sleep, but that if a person has time to sleep, they're doing something wrong. They're not working hard enough. We've made a virtue out of being exhausted, of denying ourselves. In other words, this culture is literally and figuratively exhausting. At this point, the culture is no longer about its original goal of bettering everyone's lives. People are now hustling for the sake of hustle, pushing ourselves constantly to the point of breakage for the purpose of pushing ourselves. So, how do we fix this? How can we change society with values that are so deeply ingrained within it? To be honest, I don't know. What I do know is this: if we can't bring happiness to all of society, we can at least bring happiness into our own lives. Life can't be all about enjoyment. You have to make sacrifices in order to achieve all of your goals and improve your life for the better. But if your entire life is defined by sacrifice, what's the point? Why do all of this when you're not happy? If you are doing this, then you're missing out on something amazing. Life is really a beautiful thing, and it's important that we take time to breathe and enjoy it. It's a gift, and it's just about time that we experience it.